What's up, y'all? It's your girl Leash. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you comment down below so I can say hey, and thank you so much for being here. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we focusing on the brows today, honey. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a little tips and tricks about filling in those brows and having them snatched. So as you can see, I got a little guest with me. So I'm going to be demonstrating a brow fill on myself, and then we're gonna get her together, okay? So I just wanted you to really see the difference in, two different styles of brows. Mine were more or less just, filling in, darkening, sharpening. Hers, we're gonna be creating an Instagram brow for her, okay? So yeah, we're gonna hop right into this. So I just went to Walmart. I needed to get some brow stuff. Listen, y'all, I have not done my brows and I don't even know the last time I filled my brows in. So I was like, you know what, let me go to the store, let me get all the supplies. So, I could bring y'all something, a little something. So I got the Milani brow pomade. This has always been my go-to for brows. I don't know what it is. I just prefer the pomade over a brow pencil. I feel like with a brow pencil, it's very stiff. You are easier to have like very harsh lines. And I feel like it's a lot harder to control. With the pomade, it's soft, it's movable, it's more blendable. You have a little bit more wiggle room with a brow pomade. And then I got the e.l.f. brow gel, and it also has a duo side, so it also has a lash mascara too. This is really good, especially to use prior to doing your mascara. Do a couple coats of clear first just to really detangle and hydrate your lashes. Let me tell you, your mascara is going to go on poppin'. One thing about me, we influencing on a budget, okay? A budget. I will show you how to use $20 worth of makeup and look like this, okay? You do not have to hurt your pockets to look beautiful. I mean, you look beautiful without the makeup, but you can look poppin' and your bank account still be poppin', okay? Because listen, influencing on a budget. I think I will always stay true to that. Like, some of these brands are just, it's amazing. Like my Too Faced foundation, I love it just as much as I love my $10 Milani foundation. There's no in between for me. As long as you don't break out my face, you stay on all day long, you don't dry out my skin, I'm okay. I'm here for it. $10, let's go. Now, if I was starting from a blank face, I would typically do my brows first before anything. Because, regardless if you're doing an eyeshadow look or you're just doing brows and foundation, you want your brows to be snatched first. That way, when you're applying your foundation, you can go around it. You're not messing it up later on trying to do your brows afterwards. And the same thing with your eyeshadow. You don't want to be up there messing around and you just did your eyeshadow, okay? First up, we're gonna brush everything up. My brows, I already have a really good shape to them. But when you put on other makeup, I feel like your brows kind of get lost in the look. So sometimes, you just really want to darken them up a bit. We want to make them stand out some more. So I got the shade dark brown. You don't want to put too much on here, especially with brow pomade. It's very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. All right, so first up, we are going to start by sharpening the line underneath. I like to brush all my hairs up. Kind of think about it as like you're drawing on brow hairs. So I'm just taking quick, short strokes. By the time you get from start to finish, it's going to look like a full solid line, but we didn't just straight up draw a really, solid line. I feel like when you go about it in that aspect of, okay, we're just gonna draw a line underneath, it can get really heavy really quickly. Now that we have that, we're gonna brush this up. All right, so now that we have it brushed up, we're gonna brush our brows down. So you want to brush those hairs out of the way. Basically what you're looking for is anywhere that your brows are disconnected. So I know the process looks crazy. Like, you're probably looking at my brow like right now, like, girl, what are you doing? But trust me, you gotta trust the process. Notice how I was brushing the hairs. So when I first started on the bottom, I was kind of brushing like up and over. On the top, you're gonna wanna brush down and over. And a couple times, especially coming around the arch, you know, you're gonna go a little straight and connect that line. But again, think of it as you're drawing in additional brow hairs. So I brushed all my hairs down to see this top line. I'm gonna be drawing my lines down too. For the bottom, I brushed all my hairs up to see that bottom line. I'm gonna brush my pomade up as well. Now that this is good, we're gonna brush down to blend that in. And when you're on this part too, if you still see any disconnection in your line, this is the time where you can go back in and kind of sharpen it up a little bit. So that's actually what I'm gonna do for this spot right here. Just a little bit. And then we're going to brush this in. Okay, so this is where we are right now. So I got my lines nice and clean, nice and sharp. So now we're just gonna go in, very light brush strokes. Perfect, look at the difference. Okay. If you've noticed, I'm not really touching this part of my brow. So this is what makes or breaks your brow look. This is what's going to take you from, okay, she has a natural brow, to how much pomade did you put in your brows today. For the bottom, I took that line right to the top, but you can kind of tell that I got a lot softer towards the front. And then when I was on the top, I completely stop it about right here. That way, all of this is just your natural hairs, and it's just beautiful and thick. So now I have everything pretty much as shadowed and as dark as I want it to. I typically don't do my brows any more bold than what they are right now because, y'all, my face be getting mad strong. When my brows are too dark, like all my features are just like rumbling each other, and I just look real strong in the face. So I don't like to get them too crazy and too bold. So now that I have everything how I want it to, I'm gonna go back in and blend everything. So I'm gonna brush up, we're gonna brush over, and we're gonna brush down again. Minus this spot right in here where the pomade does not want to stay. But we're gonna hit it a little bit more when we brush this way. Y'all, I'm like brushing my lashes with this. Stay in your lane, strip, stay in your lane. One thing to always remember mid brow drawing, concealer is going to be your best friend, okay? It might look crazy in the process of you drawing, but once you get to the concealer, that's what's really gonna make or break the brows, okay? They might be too thick, they might be not as arched as you might want them to. The concealer is gonna do the job, okay? But this really just shows you, like, from this to okay. It just really does. It just, like, really perfects your whole entire look. Like, it just brought it from, like, everyday makeup look, everyday work look, to, like, where we going? We getting dinner and drinks? Like, what's up? I remember me and my best friend doing our brows with eyeliner. Beverly, if you're watching this video, please tell me, bro, you remember this. Listen, you see the color of my brows? Why was I using black eyeliner on them? Child, when I tell you facial features rumbling each other, it was so bad. And then at that, we both thought it was cute, so we're helping each other do eyebrows. Like, oh, you look so good, girl. I just want to take my finger and just it was awful. But like, listen, we came a long way, okay? I wish I could just like insert a picture in here, because like y'all would literally die if you saw how I used to do my brows when I was younger. Like, thank you, Jesus, for the growth, okay? Because, ooh, honey. One last thing I like to do on my brows as well is after I have them done, I have them set, they look gorgeous. I'm gonna go back in with my brow gel. This is just gonna make sure everything stays right in place. Okay, so clearly the mannequin didn't make it to the rest of the video, okay? Only the strong can survive, and she was the weakest link. I did not realize that makeup did not go on mannequins as smoothly as I thought it would. I don't even know if I want to show y'all her. She is a hot mess. Like, it wasn't working, okay? I don't even want y'all to judge me for the way she looks right now. But yeah, so this has just ended up in being a cute little short quick brow tutorial on a human, because listen, she done, she's fired. But yeah, so I hope you were able to learn something from this video. If you have any questions about any process of filling in your brows, you want to know any other tips and tricks, make sure you comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer all of your questions. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It is Everyday Leash, and have a beautiful, beautiful night.